Well, I got 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting in order and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning.
Morning.
Next is approval of today's agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
I will second. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval of the minutes of 3/6/2025 and 3/12 of 2025.
Make a motion to approve.
I will second. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Last week we approved the 3/5, but that was a snow date, so the 3/6 is the actual approval. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval of claims for payment of 3/19/2025.
Make a motion to approve.
I will second. Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now I have is consideration of approval of the utility permit UT 2025-03 for Heart of Iowa Communications Co-op.
I will make a motion to approve.
I will second. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is consideration to approve the agreement for compromise and the assignment of Hardin County tax sale certificate. I didn't know if Michelle was here.
Oh, I don't know where she might be.
She sent us an email on this a couple days ago.
Yep.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve the assignment. Or the agreement for the compromise and agreement assignment of the tax sale certificate.
I will second. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? This is where they've agreed to pay the back taxes, and if we were to forgive the penalties, and Michelle thinks it would be a good process to get it back on the tax roll.
Right, I agree.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is change of status at the assessor's office.
Make a motion to approve the change of status for Denise Smith, changing her to a deputy status.
I will second. Any discussion? Effective 3/10/2025. She would be a chief deputy. She's passed her deputy test and the appointment's there. Connie, you want to add any more? Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Other business, we have a presentation by Senior Manager Utility Scale Development for RWE Clean Energy LLC. Come on up and introduce yourself.
Thank you. So I'm gonna stand there. My name is Nicholas Brown. I am a senior manager for development of solar and wind for RWE Clean Energy. And so I wanted to get a chance to kind of come up here and reintroduce the project. I know that I've had some conversation with some people across the county staff, and I've had kind of come up here and introduce myself, but wanted to formally kind of go through, just step through a few things about the project, and then see if there's a introduction or any next steps that we can take from a development agreement standpoint, or anything that you all, whether it's the supervisors or the community, want to see or want to understand. Just kind of give you where we're at and where our plan is. And so you can flip the first page, and this is gonna be real quick. But you flip to the first page and kind of see where we sit from a, wish I could break it bigger, but this is where we kind of sit right now from participating landowners and what we're looking for a project size. I'm not actually sure what size the Garden Wind Farm is, but this would be about 135 megawatts is what we're looking at, and then a range of 120 to 180 megawatts. And so what does that mean from a turbine perspective? That's anywhere from 27 to 44 turbines, and this would be kind of in the north and west side of the county in Buckeye, Alden, and then north of Radcliffe and Hubbard. And then we have approximately 20,000 acres leased, and we have 130 landowners currently participating in the project. And so, let me turn the page. So right now, really we're just getting this project started again. I know that there was some couple events that happened a few years ago. I know that we paused development. There's ordinance came out. We had to look over our hand to see if there was still a project, and really that's kind of what this biggest effort is. And then while we still look at to see if there's a project, and while we're reviewing all the transmission and all of the economic viability aspects of this project, we are looking to extend our current landowners. So this project has been in development since 2017. So some of those leases, being 8 years in the game, have come to be expired. And so a lot of the landowners have decided to continue on with the project with us, which is a positive sign. So it's not 100%, but it is a good amount that have decided to continue to work with us. And then really we're just doing some project design, and then really looking at what we can do from a community engagement perspective. And so you can turn page. And so really in all these conversations, I've heard from the supervisors, I've heard from some of the board of adjustment and some of the community members what the concerns were last time. I just have a map to show you the project area with the airport landing pad, the project area with the drainage districts, to know that we are actively working to design around those, actually working to kind of clear some of the hurdles. And then really one of the big challenges last time was our community engagement and our just being forthwith. I think that some people felt like we weren't in front of everybody, because that's just typically how when development goes. But I wanted to get out here, introduce myself, show my face, and then start talking a little bit about economic benefit, community benefits, and then what we can do with the community. And so trying to listen, trying to understand, and then trying to move forward together as a partnership. And so really some of the things I wanted to touch on today were the economic benefits, and then some of those community engagement aspects that we could be doing. And so for economic benefit, there's a variety of things which the farms can bring. You all have the Garden Wind site in the southwest side of your county, so you know some of the taxes and some of the different areas that from a county perspective or a county government perspective, what a wind farm would bring. And so with this project, you'd be looking at upwards of $2 million a year for taxes that are paid to the government, county government. And then from a landowner perspective, it would be $75+ million over the course of the life of the project, depending on where we actually end up with the amount of landowners, amount of turbines. All of these numbers are set to change, but that's money that is put into the community, whether those landowners are live here or they're external. This is money that's inside the community, and so that can be as high as $75 million over the course of the life of the project. Schools, again, $1 million to Hubbard almost per year is one of the projected numbers when we're looking at it. And then one of the big things and one of the big pieces of confusion for Iowa tax law right now is just the 3%. I'm sure you all know the 3% growth. And so with the 3% growth cap for county taxes, that means that a county government can only raise their levy rates to be 3% every year. And so if you have a large scale development that comes in, they wouldn't just be able to bring that number all the way up to that large scale development. And so what that development would end up doing is lowering the taxes for the rest of the community. So it actually can serve as tax property tax relief for all the rest of the people who live in the county. And so then along with community benefits and additional long-term jobs. And so from an operational perspective, you can expect to see about 5,000 people. Those would be RWE people who live here. And then from mechanics and electricians and just other support services that end up with these farms, you can see we're an upwards of a number of 20-ish jobs that can come into the community long-term as people who would live here and bring their families here and all of that. And so if you turn the page, here's just an example of how those tax numbers are, how that number based on Iowa law is stepped up. And so it's currently right now, you step it up 5% over the first 7 years, and then wind farms are typically taxed at 30% of their assessed value. And so we have another project in a couple counties over in Humboldt, and we did an economic analysis for that project, and it is upward of $2 million that's going to be providing to Humboldt County. And then we've turned the page, just here's what taxes could look like over the 30 years of the project. And so that means that $40 million over 30 years are going to Hardin County schools, and then $30 million is going to the Hardin County government, sorry. And then some other money to the township, and then the assessor and other things. And so this could be really a big help to the community. I'm sure, like you've seen the Garden Wind Project, you all have wind project here, so it's not like you're new to this. But and then one thing I wanted to again touch on is just the community benefits, and there's a lot of different ways that we can work together with you all, whether it's the road use agreement. So what roads we have to improve because we have those heavy trucks coming in during the construction period. I'm sure that we'll be good friends over the course of the project. And then just whether it's community benefit agreements, local organization partnerships, development agreements. And then one big thing that I wanted to touch on is the fact that we're going to be out here. I'm going to be out here. You're going to start seeing my face a lot, hopefully. And then and really going into some of the different towns, so not just up in there, Eldora, talking to you all, but down in Hardin, down in Buckeye, kind of knocking on doors, seeing the neighbors, making sure everybody knows what's going on, what to expect, and then really just trying to meet with everybody, understand everybody's concerns, and then like I said, move forward together. And so with that, I know that we had talked a little bit about kind of introducing a development agreement, introducing some of the next steps that we can take, but I'll be here. I'll be happy to answer questions, and then move forward from there. So
Are you okay to answer a question right now?
Yeah.
Does anybody have any?
It's not a question, it's a statement. I am so happy to see you here because I feel like what you present is real economic development for this county. That's what it looks like, and that's what it would be. And, oh, I'm sorry, BJ's not here today, but thank you for coming.
happy to.
Any other questions for us? All right, well, thank you.
I appreciate it. And
Did you want any of these?
yeah, I think so. Actually, if I can keep that, since this says we won't permanently know the turbine locations for it, so I can actually take that back.
Yeah, I don't know if I can give it back to you.
But
Well, like I say, they're sitting here, anything that's presented to my desk during the meeting is now public.
yeah, okay. I kind of figured, so, yeah.
Sorry, I could have told you that ahead of time, but
That's fine. But yeah, I'm here, happy to answer questions and then.
but just so you're clear, these are not permanent sets. This is.
Yes, so that, I mean, that's just, that's in process information. It has, ability to go up and down. Like I said, ultimately, the project may continue from a county perspective. You all may decide that, you all want to see it, and then from our perspective, it doesn't economically check out. Turbine locations are set to change, numbers are set to change. Those are just what we kind of project right now. But those are, they're solid numbers, and I think it's a solid layout, and, it would be, it would look some form, of that, but just wanted to get that caveat.
All right, well, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Public comments. Julie coming up.
Okay, that fit in so well with this little, let's see. School, county, city budget year statement, to owners and taxpayers telling us, oh yeah. Every year the taxes will be going up. Yeah. So, and then to hear this presentation, which is like a real economic development that we can all benefit from, and farmers will have a guaranteed income yearly from that, not depending on whether, or inputs into their farming. But anyway, too bad BJ wasn't here. Is he on
No,
Zoom?
not today, no.
Not today? Oh, darn. Because I remember when the wind thing got dumped, I was sitting in this room when he changed the perspective of wind turbines in the county. Oh, let's see, Jolene. I'm sorry that I didn't email you and ask for the provisional votes information. I forgot, so I didn't know if you remember. Did you find out anything?
No, go ahead and email me.
Okay, I will, because if there's nothing posted concerning the elections and provisional ballots, which, apparently some were counted as that, can you like get sanctioned or an infraction because you don't post that stuff?
They were posted
Provisional
our-
ballots,
on our bulletin board. Yep.
they weren't posted online? You mean you can go up and pull that off and make me a copy and bring it to me right now? That would be great. I would appreciate that. Because everybody's not gonna come down here and look on that bulletin board. And don't shrug your shoulders, but thank you. I appreciate the information you just supplied to me. Okay, and so looking at this, and then looking at the non-mandatory compensation board, officials, do they pick their own reps?
Officials pick their own, yes.
Okay, very good. And who are probably likely to approve raises. And then that's all decided and they figure out agree on a percentage, correct?
However they do it.
Yes. And then you guys vote A or nay on that, right?
They've changed the laws quite a bit this year. So when you say non-mandatory, it's mandatory that we either have to sit there and do it ourselves, or we can have a comp board.
Having a compensation board is not mandatory.
Or the
And neither
supervisors would
is-
provide that service themselves. So
Okay,
we have a
then,
mandatory choice.
yes, and you also have a choice to put this Zoom online, so people who can't come here can give a public opinion. That's just, I'm just trying to like figure that out. Anyway, so our property taxes increase gonna include potential raises for
Everyone.
everyone. Okay, so you've already configured in your raise. Sort of. Is that
No,
right?
that's part of the budget. That
Okay,
is figured
okay.
in.
Thank you. Because everyone who can't attend here in person today, because they're actually working at a job, and they don't get to vote on their raises or lack of such. Okay. And when it comes to data mining in Hardin County last week, the last question that BJ asked was, well, what do they sell? Because I had said something about sales tax. And then, so I went home and thought about it, I'm like, they don't sell anything because the data mining does not produce anything. It just is, infrastructure for a cryptocurrency system that is built on nothing. The only thing they offer is more carbon into the atmosphere and the use of power equal that new one that they're building. It's gonna use power, probably equal to a town of 4,000 to 9,000. Just like the one down in Gifford, and, it's a scam. But thank you.
Thank you. From there, do we have any other public comments?
No.
Okay, you can ask for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I will second. Then moving seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries for adjourn.